a female reporter disappeared because she chased the truth about a general. Starting from 2023, in Beijing's political and military circles, rumors spread that Zhang Youxia is in trouble. At that time, no one dared to believe it. This was a key military leader who had personally helped Xi Jinping get a third term. But strangely, the general hadn't fallen yet. But the female reporter chasing him disappeared first. She only left one word as a clue. Yes. Next, a more dangerous question came up. Why did Zhang Youxia disobey Xi Jinping? And when Zhang Youxia and Liu Zhenli were suddenly announced to have fallen from power, the military stayed silent as a group. When it was said that old Chinese Communist Party leaders privately asked for the people back, Xi Jinping did not reply. One signal could no longer be hidden. This is not the end of the purge, but the start of a bigger fight. In this episode today, we will talk about three things: the disappeared her, the disobeying General Zhang, and Xi Jinping, who is in a tough spot. A general's fall, but the one who disappeared first was a female reporter. Starting from 2023, rumors about Zhang Youxia being investigated were flying low in Beijing's political and military circles. At that time, many people did not believe it, thinking such a big person could not be moved just like that. But it proved an old saying: in Xi Jinping's purge list, there is never a safe place. What makes the back feel cold is not just that Zhang Youxia could not escape Xi Jinping's endless big purge in the end, but that the person who first followed this clue directly vanished from the world. One word, yes, left a crack in the whole truth. In October 2023, Beijing, Xiangshan Forum, South China Morning Post, senior reporter Chen Minli came to Beijing for interviews as usual. She long focused on Chinese Communist Party military and foreign high-level moves, had good news sources, and was well known in the circle. But this time, Chen Minli did not come back. At that time, she was checking rumors about Zhang Youxia and Zhang Xingmin being investigated. U.S. former Defense Department official Drew Thompson said publicly that he and Chen Minli are good friends, often sharing views on China's military and defense policies, and quoting each other's ideas and research. Just 1 month before Chen Minli went missing, Drew Thompson talked to her on WhatsApp about a touchy topic. Drew Thompson directly asked her one thing: do you think Zhang Youxia and Zhang Xingmin are in trouble and being investigated? Chen Minli's reply was just one word: yes. No explanation. No extra words. Soon after Chen Minli lost contact, Drew Thompson looked back at their WhatsApp chat records. He found something very weird. All messages Chen Minli sent him were almost all cleared. In that chat, only that single yes was left. Drew Thompson said he still does not know if Chen Minli deleted those messages herself, or if someone controlled her phone after she went missing. And that yes became the only surviving proof in the whole chat. Chen Minli has been out of touch for more than 2 years now. Still no news. Drew Thompson said he does not know why Chen Minli was held. Not sure if her loss of contact is linked to her checking Zhang Youxia and Zhang Xingmin. Drew Thompson worries that Chen Minli is just forgotten by the world like this. He wants his friend to come back. If Chen Minli disappeared because she followed bad rumors about Zhang Youxia, then what did she see? Drew Thompson hopes that as news of Zhang Youxia being investigated comes out, Chen Minli can be let go, back to her familiar job, to keep writing those truths that make power uncomfortable. Knowing too early is not a crime itself. Chen Minli's disappearance points to a core question: what did Zhang Youxia do? To be quietly put on the to be purged list in 2023? Let's see how Zhang Youxia disobeyed Xi Jinping at key times, and why he step by step went to the end of being purged. The U.S. think tank Jamestown Foundation recently put out a report titled "Zhang Youxia's Differences with Xi Jinping Lead to His Purge" in the foundation's China Brief. The newest report shows that Zhang Youxia and Xi Jinping had basic differences on the timetable for preparing war against Taiwan. Zhang Youxia and his core friend Liu Zhenli being investigated. The real spark was never just surface corruption problems. The key is a more deadly and more unable to admit openly reality. In whether the Communist Army has the real ability to attack Taiwan in 2027, they had a direct clash with Xi Jinping. Zhang Youxia, as an old soldier with real war experience in the China-Vietnam War, knows the frontline military facts, thinks 2027 has not met the basic for joint operations, suggests delaying to around 2035 to fully mix network info systems, unmanned fighting, and smart tech. However, 2027 action against Taiwan is the timetable set by Xi Jinping. He long stressed that in 2027, the Communist Army must have joint battle ability basic. Xi Jinping wants political speed and history points. When the military says conditions not ready yet, but the top leader asks, must be ready, the difference is no longer a tech problem, but a line fight. In the end, this difference turned into policy level not obey and action level fight upgrade. Xi Jinping pushes work hard and fast, stresses military struggle alone goals. Zhang Youxia wants to cut tasks, mix struggle into daily training, leading to action problems stand out, directly threatens Xi Jinping's power. The report points out that He Weidong's case focuses on personal corruption and betray loyalty. But for Zhang and Liu's case, the words focus on step on the military commission chair responsible system, badly harm battle power building. Zhang Yuxia stepping down may make the communist army less efficient and risk wrong judgments on outside military. As a practical person with rich real war experience, his purge means leaders more toward political loyalty, not pro-ability. Zhang Yuxia and Xi Jinping's dads were revolution friends, both from Shaanxi and Northwest Army leaders. In 2022 at the 20th Congress, Zhang Youxia stayed past age limit, helped protect Xi Jinping's third term. And now his fall shows Xi Jinping does not allow any different views, even from old close people. In the Chinese Communist Party system, when pro-judgment hits top will, the loser is always the first one. Former U.S. CIA China analyst, now at Georgetown University's Senior Institute, Dennis Wilder describes Zhang Youxia as a tough, rough old goat, stresses, though he once joined with Xi, he was never really Xi's underling. As a hero who lived through the 1979 and 1984 wars against Vietnam, Zhang Youxia climbed up in real guns and bullets. Compared, Xi Jinping only did 3 years as secretary in army headquarters, never went through battlefield wash, his army leader power in Zhang Yuxia's eyes. Maybe more from blood, not war merits. And because of this, Zhang Yuxia to Xi Jinping, this named top leader, may not have the best respect in the system. When battlefield experience hits resume pack, pro-judgment will not auto-give way to political shine. And in the Chinese Communist Party army system, not enough respect is a sin itself. And in 2024 in Beijing met with Zhang Youxia, then U.S. National Security Advisor Sullivan, later recalled that contact left a strong mark. Zhang Youxia in the talk acted very relaxed, not like a Chinese Communist Party high leader who needs to guess upper mind. Careful every step. He spoke straight, no turns, no fancy words, with typical soldier style. More key, Sullivan noticed a detail. Zhang Yuxia seemed not to think he needs to be careful. This not try to show loyal, not rush to match leader mind attitude. In some way shows his trust in his own spot, even a calm that does not need to prove loyalty to anyone. And in today's Chinese Communist Party power system, this calm often makes top power more uneasy than opposite views themselves. Drew Thompson also said straight, Zhang Yuxia in communist high levels is very rare. He not only has real war experience, more important, he dares and can put bad-sounding words right to Xi Jinping's face. The problem is, this pro-judgment often is what top leader least wants to hear. If Zhang Yuxia is purged from military commission, only butt-kissers left. They will just repeat answers Xi Jinping wants to hear. Xi Jinping once turns face, never knows people. He took down Zhang Youxia. Who else can't he take down? Zhang Youxia and Liu Jinli's fall came very unusual. Official announced speed very fast, decide nature also very firm. This is not like step-by-step anti-corrupt, more like an early start political stop bleed. What makes people think is the military's later reaction. By past habit, such level purge, army high leaders should right away group show loyal, quick take side. But this time, no familiar, all-voice support scene. Instead, most generals chose silence, not like loyal, more like watch. At this odd time, messages like from anti-Xi group start to spread in the system. Messages say many Chinese Communist Party old leaders, after knowing Zhang Yuxia and Liu Jinli in trouble, right away asked for people back to Xi Jinping. Even direct name asked Kai Qi to explain. But things then went silent. No follow, no reply. More messages say some group faction background people already moved early and protected to stop Xi family army from using chance to hit them, further grow purge range. If these messages are true, then Zhang Yuxia's fall, meaning is not just one general's end. It means the red second generation group with similar background to Xi Jinping is going through a group wake-up. The problem is, these red second-generation dads ran for tens of years. Networks, army links, and hidden power really will be fully cleared in one night? Xi Jinping choose quick official announce itself shows a signal. He to possible back force and system, already very alert, even worried. And right in this background, Xi Jinping's spot now, more like on Tiger hard to get off, like sitting on needles. History has examples. In 1991, Soviet Communist Party inside had coup what decided fate, not political slogans, but army's attitude. Army turned sides, power fell right away, Cold War ended. Today's Chinese Communist Party faces some structure similar time. Army if choose open anti-Xi. If at key time turn sides, will be core change that sways the time. If Chinese Communist Party power really ends this way, to China society's right away shake, may be smallest. But when change dynasty really comes, old people besides pray safe, still face a more basic problem. Next time, still want Communist Party?